Welcome to Follow Your Heart Intuition Tarot. I'm going to do all the signs. I'm going to do about a 5-minute reading on all the signs. So let's see where we're heading. Starting with Aries, what's going on for you for the next week, this week, coming next week. So whenever you hear this reading, consider it the right time. These readings are in many ways timeless, but we are in Virgo season and so many shifts are happening. And also Virgo is a sign of details. So yeah, things are definitely moving in directions that we need to give attention to details. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so if you're new to the channel, welcome, and thank you for subscribing. And if you're a regular listener, I hope you get something out of this particular reading. So Aries, what is going on for you? Aries. Exchanging gifts. Unfinished symphony, not for you, and no place like home. And at the bottom of the deck we've got poised. Okay, it's like someone wants to bribe you. That's the feeling I'm getting. Someone wants to bribe you, maybe an old lover, or maybe there's a situation that you're tempted towards. And it's just it seems to be like you can't quite grasp whether you actually want this thing or not, but it is a temptation, and at the end of the day you decide not to take this offer. Do you know, it's like a mortgage. You could a house, you could be offered a house and you'd go into a mortgage, which is okay, but you decide for some reason that maybe the situation isn't quite right for you, or you don't quite like the neighbor or something like that. Or could also be that you think you want to take up a new place and then you realize maybe, I don't know, the roof is leaking, or the neighbors are not the nicest, or you can't play music the way you do in your current house. So you start to have a new appreciation where you're at. So that kind of thing. And then you start to appreciate being more present and enjoying the moment, being poised within the moment. So, okay. But yeah, whatever it is you're trying to force, don't force anything. And yeah, not every gift is a gift. All right, you might think, wow, that's an opportunity that I shouldn't miss. But just remember, not every gift or everything that looks like a gift is a gift. And at the end of the day, make sure that the choice you make comes from the heart and not from the mind. Yeah. So, yeah. The Emperor, it looks like there's a strong masculine around and they want you to take the steps towards the next thing, and you decide to take care of yourself first and balance things. Balance for you is more important than being forcefully aggressive towards a situation that maybe in the end isn't actually the right one for you. So listening to yourself. I also get the sense that you take the power. You might have passed your power on to others before, but you're taking your power back and you're being protective over, maybe this move would have involved other people, or this relationship that you wanted to go towards, and it would have meant giving up your place and moving in with someone else, and then you decided, no, there's other people involved, and the happiness of everyone has to be considered. I'm just going to look into this divine masculine. Maybe the divine masculine isn't transparent. I also get the sense that, yeah, hang on a minute. Yeah, good luck. So, the other thing I'm getting is maybe you are in the right place like right now, and you could be attracting a divine masculine, but staying where you are is actually a lucky situation for you. Maybe you are a single person and you'd like to have or moved in with someone, but it's much better for you luck-wise to stay where you're at. So don't jump into anything without thinking it over first. That's the message I'm getting. And I'm going to get a divine energy oracle message from the Sonia Choquette deck. So let's have a look. Yeah, not moving forward is actually a very lucky move for you. And yeah, tune out distractions. So maybe coming home to yourself at this stage is what you needed to do. So I hope this particular quick reading resonates with you, Aries, and I'm going to move on to Taurus. So Taurus, I hope you're all doing well. Let's see what's going on for you. This is a quick energy update for Taurus for this coming week or whenever you see this message. So Taurus, what is it that is important for you to tune into, particularly this week? And yeah, okay. Coming to the edge, the tribe, blessings, truth be told, and time for a nap. Something is changing. It's a bit like you're adding a new member to your tribe, which brings blessings. Maybe it's someone you can talk to easily about, but it also changes the regular routine you're in. And it kind of brings you a sense of joy. It's a bit like maybe you've got someone moving into your place, or you're taking care of someone's child, something like that. But whatever it is, it's certainly a change from your regular routine, and I think you're going to enjoy it, even though you might not know all the details to the situation yet. So let's have a look. I'm just going to pull random cards out of the deck. Yeah, 7 of Wands, Daughter of Cups, Father of Cups, and 3 of Wands. I get the sense that this situation is going to make you a bit stronger and more resilient with the 7 of Wands. Makes you gets you emotionally more into a clearer place of where you need to be. It also gives you the opportunity to potentially move forward into a new direction, and maybe you've been planning this. So I get the sense that you're more your masculine side is getting stronger emotionally. It could be that you are helping someone out, but what I'm getting is it creates new opportunities. And though you might have to I don't know, with the 7 of Wands, sort of make sure that you stand your ground. People will make space for you. Whoever it is that is potentially moving towards you or moving in with you, or you're going to spend more time with, they're going to make space for you. And this is a new experience for you because you are able to stand in your own light. There's maybe previously you were a bit more codependent. This time you've sort of, with the Daughter of Cups, you're more in touch with your own feelings. And with the Father of Cups, I think you have certainly grown up emotionally, or you feel protected with this person around you, and also gives you a new window where you may see other options growing out of this. And just pulled the intuition card as well. Yeah, it might help you move forward on other levels, having this person in your life. And you waited for this person and kind of you stood your ground. You didn't compromise for anything less than what you thought was right for you. So there's a sort of hidden treasure in this particular situation that you may hide at the moment. You know already what it is, but you maybe it enables you to embrace your power. Okay, the hidden treasure may be, okay, actually keep focused on what the success route that you went down is, and understand that you're able to have more flexibility in a different way towards your life's purpose, I guess. Yeah. So I hope this reading resonates with you, Taurus, and I'm going to move straight on to Gemini. So Gemini, welcome to Follow Your Heart Intuition Tarot. I'm going to give you a 5-minute reading, and let's see what's going on for you in Virgo season. You're definitely more thoughtful, and maybe you're into meditation, maybe you're in lockdown, but whatever it is, this is giving you energy to move forward in a blessed way and take action into directions that you've been planning to take actions towards. So I also get the sense that you might be in to meet someone really important if you are single, all right? And I get the sense that maybe you had a holiday where you could really kind of focus on yourself, on your self-development, on your soul. It gave you a break from the everyday, and it's spurring you on in the right direction towards the next step. I'm just going to get clarifications, further clarification with the Wild Unknown Tarot. All right, let's have a look what's going on for you. Definitely Gemini with thinker. Yeah, something is working out for you. And maybe it was also it's like you went into lockdown and it gave you time to gain clarity on certain situation, on how to move successfully forward. Balancing again the masculine and feminine, and moving towards a new opening in your life. And trusting your emotional strength. Look at that strength card. Trusting your emotions, trusting more in your own understanding of not judging things, and stepping back, and your inner strength. And it's like some way of the way you've been doing things in the past has come to an end. Maybe you were a victim, or you felt victimized by certain, or gave over your power. What I'm getting here is you're not letting those thoughts influence your life anymore. You're not letting others influence your life where you need kind of permission from others to do things. You're actually much more in your own strength. Look at that. The Lion and the Yang card. So you're more in your own strength. You trust yourself more, and there's blessings in store for you because of it. And you've learned how to balance and not give away too much of your energy. That's what I'm getting. Previously, you might have given away your power to others, to, in some ways, make decisions for you. Oh, look at that. Embrace your power. So, Gemini, you're really in a good flow. You are actually acknowledging your power and realizing that you're not a victim of circumstances or other people's ideas of what they think you should be doing. You're actually listening to your own intuition, to your own strength, and you're leaving behind this, it's like the worst is behind you. You're leaving behind the fact that others could take advantage of you or even use your power. You're stepping into your own power. So Gemini, I hope this reading resonates with you, and I'm going to go on to Cancer. Hello Cancer, let's see what's going on for you. So, Observer, very Cancerian. Imagine. All that glitters. Mending. And peace. Okay, so what I'm getting is you might have had a little bit of a fallout with a friend. And maybe your imagination got the better of you. Okay. And I think what happened there is you saw something that triggered you into thinking, what a wonderful idea. And it's like, you were tempted by something, and then maybe a friend even said, look, I don't think that's a good way for you to go, or that's not a wise choice. And you did it anyway. And then it created a rift. Or maybe you said the wrong thing. You just sort of were a bit blurty and you said something. A friend needed you and you said something a bit flippant, and it caused... You thought it was going to create some kind of outcome that was helping the other person, but it was flippant and it created a rift, and it upset you. All right? But it wasn't meant in malice, what you said, but the other person might have not been in the mood to understand that. And then, so I think this situation is now mended and there's a sense of peace about it. But for a moment there, I think it took you for a spin. It really took you backwards. And probably you sort of nearly wanted to walk away from the situation or the friendship even. But actually the friendship's stronger than a misunderstanding or a sort of a petty kind of, fight. That kind of thing, yeah. So let's see. I'm going to use the Wild Unknown Tarot. Yeah, you had to gain some clarity, and that also goes with observing. And maybe you had to bide your time. And the Sun of Swords, again, clarity. The Mother of Swords, so it might have taken some time, and you've talked to different people, and the situation is over, and a new life grows out of this. So maybe the relationship took on a new form, and you realize that maybe the friendship isn't over, but the form of the friendship, the way it used to be, has changed, and that's actually a good thing. It's making you more clear. It's making you more balanced mentally, because we've got the Mother and the Father of Swords, and we've also got the sense of, there's a sense of a Sun there. So, maybe you said something out of a sense of, it was not very mature what you did, but you are being protected. It was an innocent thing. It's like in a family, and then the child does something really silly, but understand that the parents understand that it's because the child is acting out of a sort of sense of innocence nearly, and it looked like, oh, this is a really a good piece of advice I'm going to give to my friend, but actually it's sort of backfired. But you are being protected, and the friendship is being protected. And to be honest, I think this friendship has more power for it. It's more authentic. It's grown into more authenticity because you've overcome an obstacle. I'm going to pull a Divine Energy Oracle card for this. So there's a sense of peace now in this situation. Yeah, there's a sense of, okay, you're both forgiven and forgotten about what's happened. And both parties understand that that there was no malice in what happened, but even though it did cause some kind of pain, I guess, and confusion, more of it, confusion, because mental clarity is really important in this reading. So Cancer, yeah, you're out of the worst, and yeah, I hope this reading resonates, and we're going to move straight on to Leo. So Leo, hello, welcome to Follow Your Heart Intuition Tarot. I'm going to give you a 5-minute reading here, and let's see where we're going. Actually, you seem to be wondering whether to move into a new stage of your life. Yep, and there is a new life card too. It's like you've come into some form of prosperity, which gives you time to reflect on what the next step is. And it's like you are going to move either into a new career or move your career onwards, or have assets where you can literally reflect on what is the best way forward for you. I also get the sense that you are learning to balance your strength. You're learning to understand that work is not everything. You're learning to understand that this idea of more is more rather than less is more, depending on the quality rather than the quantity. So that's a totally new way for you to also move forward without using force, but actually really using internal power. So let's see where we are at for you. 6 of Cups. Maybe you're reconnecting with some old friends and enjoying this emotional connection very much. Could be with a masculine if you're a feminine energy. I also get the sense that someone has talked toxicity to some toxic gossip has been spread about you, and it caused confusion. But luckily, you are emotionally available to yourself when you've got someone around you, masculine. I think it's like an old friend who's looking out for you and helping you create clarity in something that might have hurt you in the past. And it's sort of... yeah, you've certainly got the sort of material comfort to know that you can deal with this situation. It's like there has been someone around who spread some form of gossip about you. They tried to sort of overtake you, and for a moment it really kind of hurt you with the 9 of Swords. It caused you sleepless nights. It's like someone came at you with a very masculine type of controlling energy, and maybe you were too open to them. And I also get the sense that not only were you too open to them, you thought they were like someone else you've known from the past, but it turns out that they were actually quite split-tongued, like quite two-faced. And also, you being good-natured, you probably thought, no, that can't be true. But what it did allow you is, for some reason, you came into some form of financial security where you could take time out and think about things. And it's like you've cut that person out because of it. And now you can move forward on you've more come into yourself. So that person was a little bit troubled, I would say. Confused themselves, but they confused themselves in you. They seem to think they know you better than you know yourself, and in some ways, Leo, that has backfired on them. And yeah, you've got a lot of protection around you to move forward without that person. Yeah. Okay. And you've learned to nurture yourself. Wow. That's really powerful, this card. In this particular, you've learned to nurture yourself rather than looking out for others and taking care of others who are actually just taking you for a ride. And also, you are more clear about your vulnerability. So what I'm sensing is that your open-heartedness here with the Ace of Cups and the fact that you've let the memories, your beautiful memories, get the better of you with that person, make you more aware that you really have to be selective on how much you let someone into your life. You don't actually know that well, because they could potentially themselves be very confused and take advantage of you in a very sort of, you've taken them at face value and they're actually quite cunning and snake-like, and you're seeing through this and you're moving away from it. So yeah, I'm going to pull one more card. Count your blessings. This was a good experience for you. This experience taught you more about yourself than sometimes it's good to take a risk. Sometimes it's good to take a chance on someone, as long as you are honest with yourself and learn. Yeah, count your blessing. You learned a big lesson fast in this instance. Okay, Leo? So I hope this reading resonates. And I'm going to go straight on to Virgo. So Virgo, what is going on for you? Let's have a look what's going on for you, Virgo. Walking away. No place like home. Leg up. By the book, very Virgovian. And to the sea. I get the sense that you're leaving an old situation behind. I get the sense that there is some codependency involved here. Like it's easier for you to help out than help yourself. What makes you happy? It's easier for you to do things by the book rather than, in some ways, rather than following your feelings. But yeah, you're choosing a route where potentially you're not being as authentic to yourself as you could be, where potentially you playing the role, and it's not a bad role, it's the role of, let's say, someone helping friends out or younger people. But in some ways you're also walking away from something that is essentially important for you. So let's have a look what the time to go card is signifying. Yeah, there's some form of rigidity involved here. And I don't think you're being very flexible with yourself here. You can see that those two cards. It's easier for you to fall back into old habits and helping others, but at the cost of something that might have been really important to you. Or someone's walked away from you and now you've kind of gone totally into your comfort zone of just doing things the old way. But what is going on underneath for you, Virgo? That's the question. It's like, yeah, your rigidity has in some ways, I get the sense, blocked you from the flow. Oops, hang on, sorry. Yeah, The Hanged Man. It's like you've gone back into your cocoon. It's like taking no action or making no choice is also choice. Have you grown wiser from it? I'm not sure. But you've certainly closed up your heart by your lack of flexibility. And maybe at night when you're alone, you realize, man, I kind of jeopardized my own happiness and potentially someone else's. You weren't being transparent, that's for sure. Yeah, there's Five of Pentacles. There's a sense of victimhood. It's like you don't want to take any responsibility for what's happened because you feel like you're responsible helping, let's just say helping your children or being the responsible ex-husband, that kind of thing. But you've compromised something. That's making you feel like the victim, and it's eating up your mind at night too. It's like you gave your power away because you are the magician. You could have made things work your way, but you chose to turn your head away from something that could have given you happiness. Yeah. Or the other thing is, you think there's something better out there later. So maybe that's a defense mechanism. Whether that is the truth or not is the future will tell. But you've just sort of, instead of, you don't want to swim upstream, but sometimes you have to. Like salmon swims upstream the salmon swim upstream to breed and lay their eggs. But you're just sort of let yourself literally, your rigidity, you walked away from a challenging situation that's actually causing you to close up. And this is not for all Virgos, by the way, okay? But it has caused you sleepless nights, and it has caused you kind of blame the other person for it. There's some ego involved and pride, but you think you might even gain a person you've walked away from back. What is really hard for you is to be sincere. Maybe that person was really sincere and challenged you to go for your dreams. Your dreams is also the stars. Oh, takes courage to do that. And it also takes courage to reflect on your truth. So you got to be really honest here. Was it worth compromising something that you could have made work, but turning away from it? Something's not settled within you, so question yourself what that is, Virgo. Yeah, something is not sitting right with you, and it's like maybe that's why you've got the Hanged Man. And be really honest with yourself. Even ask yourself with sincerity, hey, could I have done this differently? And why am I struggling over this when I'm alone at night thinking about it? That kind of thing. All right, Virgo, I hope that somehow helps you get some clarity. And if you feel like you've made the wrong move, maybe turn back if you've got the courage within you to do that. All right. So, yeah. And I'm going to give next up is Libra. So, Libra, what's going on for you? The Tribe. We are actually just about to come into Libra season. Yin. Exchanging gifts. Poised. And by the book. Okay, so Libra, what I'm getting for you is that yeah, you are in quite a good place at the moment. I get this sense that you're connecting to your family. It's like you're connecting to friendships from the past, or they're coming towards you. And these are people who mean a lot to you. And I get the sense that they could be family members and they see you as a bit of a leader. And it makes you happy to have these people in your life, because previously you might have been distanced from them. And suddenly you've got this, this kind of energy that's connecting you to people that are important to you. Yeah, they make you happy. It's like family. It opens your heart. You also realize that there was a person in your life, you might not be connected to them, but they were really beautiful and you cared about them. So in some ways, you've come full circle. You've come full circles on something that is veering your way. You have a sense of peace within you. And you're ready for the next challenge. So, Libra, what I'm getting is that you followed through on something and you feel good about it. Where previously you might have been split about it. But you realize that even though you might listen to other people's opinions and you let them control you, you're in a good spot within yourself. How about that? So the card for you is look after yourself first. And I also get the sense that there is someone slightly overpowering with you. And they keep you from potentially truly following your own bliss. There's a sense of grief around it. Maybe you've lost a really good friend because you have some form of maybe addiction in relationships. Maybe you're the type of person who goes from one relationship to the next relationship. And as soon as something's finished, you're off to the next one before you give yourself time to really reflect on things. And you're already off to the next thing, okay? And that's maybe your way of survival. And I do get the sense that in some ways it makes you miss the very people that you've left behind because of it. So have a look at that as well. I do get the sense that you're quite a gentle force, but I also get the sense that you don't truly admit to yourself that you're not the strongest person, and that sometimes people take your energy to raise their vibration rather than you being able to raise your own vibration. Have a look at that, if this in any way resonates with you. So just make sure that people don't stand on top of you. You're quite a gentle person, and then they get their fix and move on, okay? But you're sort of left slightly depleted. So have a look at that pattern if that's in any way resonating with you, where you give your energy away because you are quite a gentle soul. All right? So you're like the matriarch of the elephant family, but at the end of the day, make sure you look after yourself too, okay? Okay, so Libra, that's you, and I'm going to go and move straight on to Scorpio. So Scorpio, what's going on with you? All right, we're still in Virgo season, but we're moving towards Libra. So the energy is lifting in the sense that less attention is given to detail and more attention is given to balancing things in a slightly breathier way. Okay, Scorpio here, breathing. Loyal heart. Regeneration. Serendipity. And Message in a bottle. I get the sense that you need a bit of a breather to connect with your own heart, Scorpio, and regenerate. I also get the sense that good things are happening with you, but you are missing certain people in your life, and this could be due to coronavirus, where you're separated from members of your family or members of your soul family. And Scorpio, being very loyal and very deep. Yeah, that you're called to maybe call someone, you know, if you miss them, to help you regenerate and make you realize that loved ones are not far away. It's like loyalty is really important to you, and yeah, you just sort of realize that when you're around people you love, it helps you regenerate, and it brings in good luck. It sort of attracts good things, and so communicate more with people who are potentially far away. That's what I'm getting for you. Otherwise, the mind gets the better of you. You ruminate and you start to think negative things, okay? Or you let people who try to control you get the better of you, Scorpio. Or you just have dark thoughts, sort of, yeah, it's like maybe you are in a codependent relationship and